Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and happy Wednesday to you everybody. How are you today? Thank you for joining. Hi Danielle. Hi Diane. Welcome. Oh, I need to pause my show. Okay, so we are officially hardwired today. We do not have a cord going down the hallway. It is now in the building, coming out the wall, officially the right way. And so, yay for that. We finally had our helper come do that. Our helper, he's like our handyman guy. And he did that this weekend. And speaking of this weekend, it was a super crazy busy weekend. We had the baby shower, which, oh, I should have posted pictures. If you guys are on my Facebook, you've seen them. But I am changing chat to live chat. And here we go. So I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend. Ours was super busy. So my poor daughter, you guys know, her plane was all delayed and she had to stay in Seattle and it was kind of crazy. But other than that, it was a beautiful shower. We had a wonderful time. I got to visit with both of my grandchildren, all three of our children. And so it was wonderful. Our youngest, the one who's going to have a baby, is going to be coming back here tonight to stay, and she flies out tomorrow to go back home. So we might hear her showing up. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Diane. Okay, Leslie, Becky, Kathy, Terry, Carolyn, Carol, Linda, Gloria, and Betty. Thank you guys so much for saying hi. So today's card, I wanted it to be Christmas theme, but I have to say, or in the new catalog, but I'm working on a 3D item that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do for the Christmas bingo. And it's taking a little bit of my time. A friend sent me a card, and I'm trying to case the 3D item that she sent to me. I don't know where she got it. And she may have a die for it. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. It's next Tuesday already, so I really need to finish up my bingo, but I do have a sneak peek. So first of all, bingo is going to be on Tuesday the 21st. Friday is the last day to sign up for bingo because I will officially start finishing up all the kits, and I have to stop at a certain point so that I can get them all done. So Friday's the last day. I may try to, round it up to the next number. It just depends on where I'm at. And so I may have a couple left over, but please do not depend on that because those could sell out right away and then we won't have any left. I did, Debbie. I had a wonderful time. We had so much fun. Those little kids are fish, let me tell you. I think it's on my Facebook page. Well, here's one picture of them. Let's see. Here they are. So they were little fish just swimming, both of them. Both of them kicking above water. We're all like this. Wow, we're all visiting and they're just kicking away. So it was a lot of fun. Hi, Shirley. Welcome. So anyway, back to bingo. Here is a sneak peek of one card. So we are going to be using the Boughs of Holly. Will definitely be one of the cards that we create. As I told you, I don't want to show you a full card because somebody started casing my cards already last month when I shared the bingo. So I didn't want to do that. So I decided I'm just going to show a little snippet again because I really want you guys to be the first ones to create those. What time does it usually have a class available? It's available, Diane. That's the email that I sent you. So it's in your email. So for the Hues of Happiness, you guys should already have your kits. I mailed them out last week or should be very close. I also sent out the link for the online video and the PDF for the fancy fold one. So I also put on my website, on Marcie Besecker Designs, on the Facebook page. I'd love to see you guys post. So if you guys want to post your projects, I'd love that. So thank you so much. Okay, so again, bingo. Friday is the last day to sign up to guarantee yourself a kit. Don't forget, paper share is still available. The list is growing, which is fantastic because I will be ordering that day one. And as soon as they get in, I will get them all packaged and labeled for you and out the door to you as soon as possible. Backing up just a bit about bingo. Bingo's the 21st. It will be the following week when I mail out your kits because it's new product. And so once you start getting your new catalog, which should be the last week of the month, then I feel okay to ship you your product. You won't get it till July 1st. So I didn't think about that when I said I was going to be doing a holiday bingo. So please be patient. Know it's coming. And I think there are going to be some really fun projects. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so let's get busy. A couple things. We know that Stampin' Store just had a sale. I had a lot of people ask me about their pockets. I showed you the ones before that are open on two sides, and I wasn't that thrilled with them. They're good quality, don't get me wrong. I don't like having two sides because I put too many scrap pieces back in. So like this package here, I have little bits that I've cut. I have, you know, pieces that I'm going to be sliding back in my paper. And so I chose not to do the sided ones, which is I didn't know that's how they work. So once I heard that these were regular pouches, like I've been using, I'm going to tell you. I had mentioned to you that I got them at Amazon, the ones I was using. I did, but they were $8 for 3. That's all it is, $8 for 3, which ends up being $2.66 a pouch or a pocket, okay? But at Stampin' Storage, you get a package of 15 of them for $1.71 each. So this is $25.75. They're not on sale anymore because you guys missed the sale if you didn't get them. But a lot of people I know got them because they asked me about them. So these are $25.75 for 15, which is $1.71 each. So it's almost, it's like 95 cents less. So, and here they are. They're very nice. And these will be the ones I will be using from now on because they're cheaper. So there goes that. I wanted to share that with you. I just got them in the mail like 10 minutes ago. So, and my magnetic sheets. All right, let me catch up here real quick. Okay, so I know we wanted to do holiday theme or from the new catalog, and I kind of did, but I changed it up a little bit. I added some things catalog, some things not. So this is the card that I created, and so there's a little bit of a variety of some items. The flowers, this DSP, which is so pretty, and the Wonderful World is actually a Sale-a-bration item. Okay, so let's just go downwards here so I can show you. So this is Sale-a-bration item. You get this stamp set, and then you get this gorgeous paper, which I've already showed, but we're going to show some different patterns and things that we're going to be using today. So I didn't even use the stamp set, but you could. I thought the paper was so pretty. I cut out, there is a sheet in here that is this one right here. Okay, so this one right here, I actually cut on my Scan and Cut, and it cut beautifully. The only thing I noticed, let me see, it's not one I'm using today. This one right here, which is this one, it's very light right here, so it cut through right here, so I just cut it off, so it just looks like a skinnier flower. But that's the only thing I noticed. Everything else cut fine. So if you have a Scan and Cut, and this is what you want to do, I mean, look how pretty they came out. So all of your little tidbits here are all individual. So cute. So my next plan is I want to do the little ones, these, to make like gift tags or to put them on the inside of the card. Like I think this is the one we're using today. I could have taken this little one and put on the inside. I got my order from Stampin' Storage and they sent me the sleeves instead of the pockets. Oh no, Oh yeah, they're really good, Dana. They'll switch them out for you. Marcie, did I understand the bingo projects are all holiday projects or not? They are from the holiday catalog, the mini catalog. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be holiday. There's still one left I need to figure out. But that doesn't mean it's all going to be holiday, but more than likely, yes. But with the option that you can switch a sentiment out or something to make it different if you'd like. So like for the gnomes, for instance, you don't have to make them Christmas. I am for sure using boughs of holly, and I am sure I'm going to use gnomes for sure. And the other two I'm partially have done, but I'm not sure if I'm going to switch it up yet or not. Okay, so anyway, this stamp set, I used the go-to greetings, and I decided to use just a note because I thought this was just, you know, a really nice, simple little card that, you know, you could just send. I did layer it up a bit here and here and on the inside. And I decided to use this because I've been dying to use this stamp, so I think the fonts are so pretty. But I'm going to switch it up this time. Oh, I forgot to show you. I got this beautiful card. She even did the envelope. And this is from Carol. Look how cute that is. I forgot to show you guys. And then just a card to say you're amazing. Thanks for all you do. Isn't that sweet? Very sweet, Carol. Thank you so much. And I loved how instead of just a plain piece of paper, she embossed a piece and then put that right on top. So when I first brought it out, I was like, oh, a card kit. And then I was like, oh, no, look, that was very clever. So very, very nice. Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate it. I love getting happy mail. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to change this one up a bit. I did use our new active or artistic mix decorative masks. And I used the plaid one because I just really liked the look of the plaid in the background. So I'm going to use that one again because I think it's so pretty. Now I was tempted to switch and use some of our gingham paper, but I'm not going to because I want to make this one nice and soft. So that's for our sentiment. Let's do our inside first. So here's our card already. I'm using the So Saffron. Again, this is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this. Now, I was just thinking, if you wanted to make a matching envelope, you surely could use your mask. And remember, just put your envelope. Let's see if I have a clean one right here. I say clean because I have my return address. See, I do. So we'll do that. Let's give it a try. This is they're slick, so we'll see how that works out. All right, so let's put this on the inside of our card. Get that done. I got to spend a little time in my pool today. My husband just cracks me up. He's like, are you ever going to spend time in the pool? Because, I did with the grandkids this weekend, of course, quite a bit. But he knows I like to just float and read a book or whatever. But last year I was super busy. The year before we had fires and it was just awful outside, so we didn't. All right, so I have our paper here. I'm going to put it on a white card base, and because I just want this to be kind of soft. So what I'm going to do is set this aside, and we're going to work on this. And I want to do, I'm just going to do our yellow. I was thinking of doing a pink just to add, kind of like I did here. I added yellow to the card that had a lot of pink on it. So I was thinking that I was going to do pink, but I think I'm going to stick with yellow just because I want this to be soft, because it's going to be a sympathy card. And I don't have enough. My husband's going to a funeral this weekend, so I'm going to make this a nice soft color. So we're going to use So Saffron, and I'm going to even do it lighter than this one. I just want it super soft. And so I'm not taping anything down. I'm just going to put this right on here, and I'm going to hold it on this side. And I'm just going to start off like I always do, and then just kind of come on. And I'm not going to do it super dark. Okay, I'm going to move my hands over a little bit, but I want to hold it down. Okay, and I'm just going to bring it down. And I like to circle this way. I didn't when I started, and I'm like, oh yeah, because this way, if you go this way, you're pulling this up. If you're just going this way, I like to do that. Now I'm going to turn this, just because I'm right-handed and I'd rather have my hand. I'm just going to lay this on here, and again, come off, and I'm going towards the outside. That way you don't have to worry too much about it coming up. And I'm doing it very lightly because I just want it to be faint enough. Okay, now I'm gonna right here, it needs a little bit. I can see a big old white square, and I'm going to start and do this right here just a little darker. Okay, so I think that's nice and soft and faint. See how faint and soft that is? See if you can see. God, I really got to figure out this glare. It's funny because I have all the right lights in here. I'm going to try something. That's even worse. Yeah. You know, this light does all kinds of weird stuff, but I don't like how that's. All right. Well, now that I have my hardwire done, now I just need to work on that, right? Okay, so we're done with that. So what I like to do is just, I take a baby wipe and I just kind of get all the excess ink off of it, and see it's wet right there, and that's okay. It'll dry enough. I can still use that. I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, so now we have this. And we can go ahead and adhere it onto here. So this is our layer piece. Oh, and one other thing, I'm going to tell you how I did the ends of that sentiment. I don't know that we're going to use that this time. We'll give it a try and see what it looks like. All right, so this is really light compared to the rest of it. So I'm going to go this way because that's where our flowers are going to go anyway. So there we go. That can go there. And then now this piece, what I did is, again, this is, oh, this one, okay, so I didn't tell you measurements. This one's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, this So Saffron. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. So this, again, is going to be 4 1/8. And then I did it by 2 1/8, I believe. See, now I do need this back. One of these. Yeah, 2 1/8, and then this is 2. Okay, so we're going to layer that up. Super simple card. I had a crazy weekend and also trying to work on bingo, so I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to pull this out of, I've been wanting to try it, out of the Sale-a-bration. Because sometimes you're like, oh, what do I get? And you get so many things, and you're going to definitely want this one. Now, I chose to put this down farther because this is going to take up a lot up there, and I didn't want it like that on top. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and it's also a good place for our sentiment. So we're going to push that up there like that. And don't worry, we're going to cover the stem up with the sentiment. So let's go ahead and we're going to glue this on straight down. Thanks, Debbie. All right. Whoop. And then I'm getting ready for my Christmas in December class. I'll be posting about that soon. All right, so know that when you do your stenciling, it may not be exactly straight. So you don't want to count on your stencil to be your guide for this, right? So we're just going to bring this down right about, I don't want to go too low, right about that line there. So I'm going to go with this line, which means that line there, push it up a little bit, and I'm good with that there. I mean, it's wherever you want it to go, you know, figure out your eye, kind of what you're thinking. And then we are going to pop this up. So let's get our dimensionals. Thank you, Connie. Hi, Deb. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. All right, it is not cardstock, it's DSP. So I want to make sure that I have enough dimensionals on here to kind of give it support. So I'm going to put one in the middle, and then I'm going to switch to the mini ones because I want to put some on these little branches that go out. And I think I'm just going to put one right there. I don't need one all the way up. I think I will put one more there though. Normally I don't put this much, but it is DSP. And actually this right here I'm not worried about because our sentiment's going to go over it. So let's pull this in and take all these pieces off. All right. Over the trash can. Okay. So don't forget too that this month is buy one, get one 50% off kits. I bought a bunch of the birthday kits because I'm going to do a class with my husband's work, I think. We've been talking about it. And I think that'll be a perfect starter class for people. Okay, so I'm going to use this from the olive branch. Thank you for reaching out. Oh, no, that's not it. Here we are. May your heart begin to heal. I think that's good for, it could be for lots of things, but I think it would be a good kind of, you know, thinking about you kind of thing, or, you know, it could not just be sympathy either. It could just be from a breakup or something else. So it is still kind of a sympathy, I guess. All right, so I'll show you how I put mine on. So I grab my sticker. Okay, so there's the sticker, and then I put it on my block. Just like this. All right. All right, and then just put your stamp down. Eyeball it to just make sure you get it kind of where you want it. And then there you go. And now it just comes off and it's straight. It all works good. Now see, we could stamp it right on here because it is a very light area there. But I kind of want to put it here. So let's look at this way. All right, let's try this first. Lisa, I did not. On this particular one, I did use my scan and cut. They cut out perfectly. If you guys have a scan and cut, those flowers cut out really nicely on the scan and cut. All right. I'm looking at the bottom words because they're nice and flat across the bottom. And I'm doing it in the middle because I'm going to try and cut both ends. So let's see how that works. So I want my mini cutter. I like to do it this way because I know when those words hit the side of my plastic right here, it gives it just enough room. I think I want to do the bottom first and cut that off a little bit. See how the words are right to the bottom? So that just gives me a nice margin. So I'm going to turn it around this way. Same thing. I'm going to go right about there, which I'm also looking at this line now to make sure it's nice and even. I'm going to go a little more this way. All right, so there's that. So there's this. Now let's see if this will work. So what I used is this here, everyday label. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go right here. I'm going to go right up to the words, and I'm going to look at even spacing between the flat spot here and the flat spot there. So luckily this one went right where the circle was. This one not as much, but this one did, so it was a little easier. So I'm just going to take it and get an even amount and get it fairly close and get an even amount on both sides, and I'm going to cut it. So it just kind of adds a little bit of a decorative, and it's not exact. I can tell I went to this side a little too much, but that's okay. We're going to put it up there. We're going to put a bow on it. You're not going to even tell. So let's put this in here again. Try to eyeball it. I'm going to come out just a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Now this side looks much better than this side, but that's all right. We're not going to redo it. All right, so let's put this right here. I like it. And we're just going to go all the way down. I usually use 3, but I pulled off 4, so 4 it is. Okay. So we're just going to put this right about there. I want a little bit on the green to show. Let me make sure it's straight. You notice I just laid it there. That looks good to me. And now for ribbon, of course, we're going to use our white. And I already have a bow made, but I don't want to. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I also have this, which is gold, which is pretty. Okay, gold or white. And I'll remake it, but here's a white. Okay, there's white. And then here's gold. I think gold, I don't know. I think gold looks, okay, I'm thinking white, but what do you guys think? Yeah, Steph, you're right. It is Christmas in July, class. All right, so I'm going to put it down here a little ways, like right here, because that's where the stem's at, but I want it to miss the words, so I'm going to kind of bring it to the side right there. And I think the 2 loops are okay. Okay, I have a gold and a white and a gold and a white. Okay, next one. Gold. Okay, so first 5 guests, they said gold. All right, so now I've got to decide. I think 3 loops is way too much. So should I, let's see, do just 1? Let's see what that looks like. Because we don't want it to be so poofy that, you know, takes away from the card, because this is just a soft card. But the yellow is kind of like an ivory. It looks really pretty. The vanilla. All right, so that one's kind of big. I don't like it. Or undo. And I tied it in a knot, so here we go. I don't want to do it too big. So I got to keep my fingers together. The wider they are, the bigger the bow. Okay. I still think that's kind of big. All right, I have a different idea. We're going to bring out the bow maker. So this is, if you have your bow and it's just too big, we're going to do this way. And we will do a double, but it's going to be small. This is when your fingers are working little, because I want a little bow. So someone just asked me about our Creativity Now event on Saturday, and yes, yeah, I am joining, and it is going to be, I believe, Zoom, but I think they're mailing out the link tomorrow. So we'll have a link of how we're doing it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited. I still have to cut my cardstock and get it ready. I'm so excited about using that set. All right, I like that bow. What do you guys think? Now I could even put it up a little higher if I wanted, but I think I'm gonna put it right there, which tells me I wanna move my sentiment over. So this is what I'm gonna do. Oh, not with those scissors. Okay, this is what I do is I have 4 on here, of course. I'm gonna cut them off. See how I'm not cutting my paper? I'm not folding it and messing my paper up. All right, so now I'm just gonna rub off these dimensionals, because this is DSP. If you would have tried to pull it up, number 1, you would have ripped your DSP. Number 2, you would have ripped your sentiment. And so now you can just rub off your dimensionals, because I'm going to move it over just a tiny bit. I'm going to put my bow down first, and then I'm going to nestle my sentiment in there. So just roll it off, and see, your paper still looks brand new. Yes, you did waste some dimensionals, but now I'll put my 3 on like I normally would have, not 4. All right, and then I'm going to use glue dots. So see, this is what happens. Gotta fix it sometimes, that's okay. I'm going to do 2 glue dots. All right, and I want to put this right about there, because it looks like it's on both stems, because we have 2 stems coming down. So that looks fine to me. This is still sticking out, and that's okay, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it at an angle right there, just because I don't want it too long, because this is not going to cover it up. Okay, so now we're gonna take it, and I'm just going to nestle it right there. So now you can still see the May. And yes, it is a little bit to the side, and I might even move it up. I might move it. I'm going to put it right here, because the dimensional goes right up against the flower right there. You can still see the sentiment, except it's a little crooked. So now I do have to lift it up a tad carefully. And lift it up. There we go. All right. Now that I am happy with. Sometimes you just have to mess with it a little bit. I do like that little tiny gold bow. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, you guys, this glare is just, there we go. So that is just enough bow. I love it. Let's go ahead and adhere it to our card base. I love the white with the yellow. It's just enough. I'm going to push this down just a little bit. Look how pretty that looks. So pretty. Now, our thought is for pearls. I don't want to put the hearts on it, I don't think. Let me find mine. Okay, well, we have the different colored hearts. We have, there's no yellow left in there because I used them all. These are the ones just at my fingertips here that I need to pull out a different batch because I used all the ones I'm thinking about. We could use iridescent, but I also kind of like these in color opal rounds because they're soft. But I'm thinking the iridescent has pink in it and there's no pink, so I don't really want to use those. All right. Ooh, well, these are purple, but gosh, they sure are faint. I think we are going to use the pearls. Thanks, you guys. All right, so we have the milky ones. These are like a frosty. I don't really want those. I like the pearls too. I think I am going to use the pearl ones. These would be pretty. Okay, let's take a look. I used all my yellow ones in my other two packages, so let's take a look. Those are pretty. I think I just cut my toe. It looks okay. All right, so the pearl hearts are cute. I mean, that would look nice too, and actually the clear ones would look good too, but I don't know. I don't really want to do hearts. So let me keep digging. I think I'm going to use these pearl dots. Yeah, that's what I want to use. Yeah, you're right, Terry. I could color them, but I kind of wanted them white just because the card is white, and I like that the pearl just leaves enough pearl, but I just didn't want to use hearts. But we could do clear, but I think these little round ones are really pretty with a little bit of pearl. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. I don't always like putting them in the middle of the flower, so I don't want to do that. All right, so we're going to put a large one right there. Oh, do I have smaller ones in here? I have all large. Oh, wait. I have one small one. One small one right there. I like to put them kind of in a triangle. Oops, one more small. Yay. There we go. And so here, and then over here, I'll put it down here. So the rule of thumb is they say that you should put your embellishments in a triangle, and then this is your focal point. Marcie, what a great tip on using the scissors. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it's easy to do, Cheryl, for sure. I learned that, oh gosh, who told me? You know, another secret, I don't remember who told me that. It's been a long time, but my upline told me if you glue your piece of paper down and you decide not to do it that way, you take your flat spatula part of your pick tool, and you just slide it under, and then you just slide it over carefully, and it releases your paper and even your DSP, and you can use it again. And then of course, if you do that, my next tip, because I just got glue on this, is I bought a bunch of these little alcohol pads, and you just, oops, I'm gonna lock that on. And then you just wipe that off, and it's just as clean as can be. So just wipe it off, use your alcohol, and then you can also, of course, use it on your, oops, you use it on your clear blocks. So like, oh, let me see if you can see this. Can you see how dirty it is? I don't know if you can tell. But all you do is take your alcohol mark and then just go like this on your block. And then turn it over, do the other side. And then they're nice and clean. They're still wet, but they're nice and clean. So I just put them on their side, set them over, and ta-da, clean. All right, yay, so there's our card. And that was our first one. But yeah, take your, I mean, even if you don't have your a Scan-A-Cut, these are just so pretty and make such nice cards. Just, you know, one flower. Cut one out at a time if you need. Cut multiples. But look how pretty those are. To make, I mean, these make great sympathy cards, but I liked the Just a Note. And then I liked the May Your Heart Begin to Heal. So just for so many different things that, you know, this is such a nice soft card. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something and maybe think, ooh, I need to get that. It is free with a $100 purchase starting July 1. So here is the paper. And I showed the paper in my Lisa, you are right. I'm going to jump to that really quickly because you can use your alcohol mark and clean your snips also. But yes, I have cut myself. I have just been cleaning them and not paying attention and doing something at the same time and sliced my finger. In fact, I probably still have a scar because it just happened not long ago. Yeah, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there, right across my finger. So be careful. But yeah, for $50 or $100, you can get both of these. This is that one of those sets that come together. So $100 shopping will get you that. And trust me, the holiday things and everything in the new mini catalog is available on July 1st, and you're going to want a lot. So just saying. All right, so I am finishing up working on my bingo stuff. I'm excited about it. I do have one that I'm kind of teetering because there's a couple of them I really want to do. So if you have a vote on what you'd like to see, I'm already doing the gnomes and I'm doing the boughs of holly for sure. So the other two I'm wavering on. They're both done, they're ready, but I'm kind of thinking about doing something else. I like to be really in love with what I made for bingo for you guys. So if there's something that you would like to see, let me know. And then that might be something I've already started. Like I said, I have a 3D project that I'm trying to figure out. And if I can get it to do what I want it to, because I've not done this one before, then it will be in this bingo. If not, it might be in the next one if I can't get it to work right. So I'm working on it. Oh, I'm glad, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks, Steph. I appreciate it. Yeah, Betty, you know what? These are easy enough to cut out. If you look, there's a lot of, white in between. So you could just go right around the outside and, like my secret always is like these right here. This is how I would fussy cut it, is just kind of give yourself some little lines. It just looks more realistic than just, you know, cutting straight around it. So there you have it. Thanks, Gloria. Oh yeah, Lisa, the paper is so pretty. Both sides are so great. All right, so again, don't forget Friday is the last day to sign up for bingo to guarantee yourself a kit. I noticed a couple people just signed up, so good. If there might be a kit or two left over, I will probably make a couple extra kits, but those go so fast that sometimes I'm not even able to announce that I only have a couple left. So if you are interested in that, please do that. The ribbon that I used on the card, let me show you, is this one. It's coming up in the new catalog. It's gold, and it's called Satin Edged Ribbon. Satin Edged Ribbon. It is gorgeous. It's really nice to work with. So this is the larger ribbon here that I have. The larger 3-1 that I did. This one I just did on the bow maker, which I like when I need to do small bows. All right. All right, everybody, you have a fantastic rest of your week. Hello, Kathy, how are you? Oh, you are welcome. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions. Oh gosh, Lisa, when you say cut your finger up, ooh, yes, be careful. Even this, I mean, it's not super sharp, but I mean, it's not to cut, but it's definitely a sharp edge, so be careful on that. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the tip. All right. Have a great rest of your week. I plan on being here on Sunday, although it's Father's Day. I don't know if we're planning something. I think my husband's going golfing in the morning, but he doesn't know it. So he's going to go golfing, so I'll probably be here at noon like normal. If you're out and about with your fathers, then just come back and visit later in the afternoon, and I'll see you then. And I will do something from the new catalog. All right, everybody, you are welcome, and I will... Super Sanders. What is your first name? I don't want to call you Sanders, but thank you very much. I'm glad you liked the tip. You are welcome. All right, everybody, you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.